Hi, welcome to the Fling Show. We have the McHemi skins match here for the Fling Show, the Invitational. Some of the best here in the Bayou City and a little beyond. We're here at the Northside Christian Church in Spring, Texas. Big 18 holes here, and we have one of the best in the world, Miss Christina.
Hello, it's Christina Linthicum. Thanks for having me.
So this whole one is kind of a beast. It's a par 4, us righties. It's kind of a scary one. We have a lot of wind coming in from the storm you see from afar, and Casey is such a smooth player, but unfortunately she goes beyond.
Yeah, I just want to point out that you can't really see it in this video, but there was actually a pretty strong headwind on this hole, blowing in our face when we were teeing off.
Yeah, and Christina's a lefty, so it really wasn't much scare for her, but we, on the other hand, are, yeah, we have that ditch right where the water is and beyond is OB. So Casey gone over it. Nikki gives a nice release. Oh, and digs in. Safe.
Just short.
Well done.
Yeah, I just threw my force out over the road and let it hazard back. I do that a lot when there's OB over there on the left. It's a nice little benefit to being a lefty on a lot of holes.
So smart. Yeah. I played safe with a mid. I didn't go OB, but now I'm having the
That's what
same deal with
matters.
on.
Yeah, when you're down there, really, you can't reach a basket from there, so you just want to put it up on the flat and be safe.
Yeah, I was happy with that.
Which you did.
Nikki, she always has a nice smooth release. She throws a lot of thrashers.
Ah, I do like the thrasher. Yeah, she had a good
So
position.
Casey is taking her 2 meters in from the OB, and going to be shooting for 3 here.
So we're pretty excited to get Casey down here. She moved here, I think, last year. She's a 900 rated pro, so it's nice to add another lady into the mix.
Absolutely, she has been a blast to play with and such a challenge.
Yes. Casey has that benefit of being, she's got the backhand and the flick. And so it makes her a little extra dangerous.
Oh, right. And that's what it takes. It really takes, well-rounded skills. Great shot from you, Christina. You're making it look easy. You're scaring us all.
No. They're a little high up there, kind of hides it out to the right of the basket.
That mower guy, he really, stayed close to us for a few holes.
He was booking it. I was surprised at, I thought, well, this will be a fun little match with no nerves, and I know I wasn't the only one who was feeling nervous, and it was kind of surprising because, it had a real casual feel, but yeah, I think we're all feeling the nerves.
Yeah, I mean, Christina, I think you're a little bit more used to the camera than we are. I didn't really get to me much, other than, that was
Actually,
not
I
the great
haven't
upshot. Nikki just parked it. So we
put
were
the
worried
pressure
about you,
on.
but Nikki just made it easy.
I didn't have any ceiling for a run, so I was just laying it up here. But yeah, actually, I haven't even been on film before. Not really,
Oh,
so I just filmed myself.
my assumption.
Well, it's a nice assumption, thank you, but no.
Yes, I for sure thought some Gomez a couple of times. I like to pick big trees in between me and the basket. I did tickle some chains, but didn't give it enough.
Good to keep it interesting there. Looks like Casey's about circle's edge, but she did go OB, so she's probably putting for 4 here. Let's see.
Yeah, she's Nikki here for her par. Right in the basket, and all of us kind of take a big breath because it's, too scary.
Got the pressure on this 8-footer. You would think that's easy, but we'll see.
So we push on. Next hole, hole 2, is actually under 300 feet. There was a good tree that fell down during this last storm. So it's a perfect kind of hyzer for Christina. And as expected, she does a beautiful, beautiful shot there and putting.
Yeah, I didn't have to worry about the OB again, just like the last hole, the Rhodes OB. So I was able to just basically throw it at it and let my Raptor do the work for me.
Yeah, and most of us girls are backhanders, and so we always have that finish coming out that we're worried about.
Yeah, Nikki hanging on to it. You know, you got that when you get that in your head, you start overcompensating. That's very easy to do.
So true.
Well,
I threw a little
Anheuser
titanium
over
crash.
here.
Didn't get up high enough, but hey, I'm happy with no OB. That's actually where I typically throw.
Right in the middle of the fairway
Okay,
with that famous
she's gonna show
Anheuser.
you her multi.
Yes.
There, she shows you. She is well rounded in her skills. I love her flick game, backhand, very smooth.
Yeah, she doesn't have quite the distance on her flick as her backhand, but she's really accurate and smooth with it, so it comes in handy a lot for her.
Yeah,
Oh, patent pending,
Nikki.
Nikki.
Unfortunately, does not turn over like she wants. I did not go OB. I am on the edge. I got this like oldest disc in my bag, Pro D magnet. It is always good for a turnover. And
Great
I
shot.
just kind of laid up.
Case looks like she got a rough shot here. A lot of stuff in the way.
Oh, good bid. So she has a little bit of a putt coming back. And now you're going in.
Easy putt. Oh, I was putting at the basket 50 feet behind the basket. You just couldn't see it at that time. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, another shorty.
Oh man, yeah. In this moment,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, me and Casey both were doing some low putts. You can definitely tell the nerves, and then once you start doing that, it gets in your head, you know. No problem from Meredith. With a little figure dance.
I scooped up a couple of skins there, super thrilled. Did a little dance for you. Made me feel good. So, trying to be consistent.
With the dancing or the putting or
I mean, yeah, let's see if I can stay consistent in the putting.
so the order might be confusing. The tee off order, there was some confusion. I've actually never played skins before except one time in a doubles match. And so I really didn't know what was going on that well. And we definitely teed off differently a couple different times. Great
Yes.
spot right through that gap. That was beautiful. 300.
That Valerie Jenkins Thrasher, I just love it.
Something I did notice about Casey, another great drive, is that, you know, I mentioned not playing skins. You could tell a lot of times, like, it's hard to get in that mindset of running things really hard because you don't have to worry about a comeback. You have to worry about stealing the skin or blocking somebody else from taking it or whatever. And you could tell that on a lot of her shots, like her putts and up shots, that she was running things. Oh, hello, tree. First tree right in my face. Right behind another tree. Oh,
some of these holes may be tricky for you, huh?
well,
Oh,
there was no excuse for what I just did. That wasn't the hole. It was there was a pretty big gap there. Great upshot from Nikki right in the basket.
yes,
I'm
yes.
over there contemplating life. Ooh, I actually thought she had that one.
Yeah, she has made some big putts in my time with her.
Oh, another one. This basket does not want to give it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one hurt. It was fun though.
Nikki putting it in again, nice and smooth.
So we go on to hole 5. This one's tricky. You have to actually hit an island per se. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Wrong hole.
what are
This
you
one is a longer
watching?
one.
Yeah, we actually had to have these people move because they're kind of set up on that hyzer route to the right. They had their chairs and stuff, and so they graciously moved out of the way. Although,
Yes, I don't think
yeah,
I really understood it first, but then it was
right.
so cool. Your hubby sat there just to let them help them understand.
Oh, well, there was a little kid sitting on that bench behind him, and he blocked him. You could see him. Yeah, so I tapped that tree, but it still went a really long way. I was surprised by that.
That is amazing, Christina. Like,
Went to lose him, I guess. Like
you're still putting.
yeah, I didn't expect that to keep going that way. I didn't deserve it. All right, Nikki laying it right up in the middle.
Love Nikki's
Smart.
releases. I love her drives.
Yeah, yeah, she's very consistent.
This wind is getting in our heads.
Ooh.
Such a great bid, though.
I got another little flick from Casey.
Looks like
Yeah, this time you can actually see the wind because the flag's going.
Right. I'm always looking around on the course for flags.
Yeah. Oh, another one. You're putting the pressure. Yeah, you can really see it going there. Another low putt. And another bad putt. Me and Casey are really putting on a show for y'all right here.
Oh, nerves.
Oh, Meredith.
And then I walk by y'all and nerves.
But when you see everybody else missing your putts, I can start getting in your head too. And you start like playing off of each other. It was unfortunate because I've definitely seen. Man, I played Casey recently, and she is a good putter. I mean, she is.
Oh, she is. She'll easily hit 70 footers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Nikki takes those 2 skins. Good for her. Now here is that tricky one. We're actually coming out to an island. Casey is using her forehand. Great shot. Unfortunately, 6 OB because there's a path there.
So you can't tell in the camera, but I actually tapped that tree again. I mean, I just barely touched it, but I was safe. So I just threw a buzz with my finger off, just trying to lay it out there safe. I think Nikki went out over there on the right.
Yeah, it kind of turned over, stayed on the other side. I threw an annex here, got a little high, was super happy, and then it hits a tree. And
Yeah.
OB. So now Christina's so totally safe.
I think I was the only one that was safe on that hole, right?
You're right. You're the only one
Yeah.
safe. So I see, you bid it, you kind of gave it a run, but then you're just like, lay it up
Well,
and you got it.
I was a little obstructed by a tree and it was kind of far, so I just kind of wanted to get it close to the basket because, let's be real, I couldn't really trust my putting, so so I was just trying to put it up there.
Yeah, and we're all running for it, knowing that Christina is sitting there for a 3, and it just doesn't happen for us. So,
Oh, I made it. And see, that's one of the things I would struggle with running that from the drop.
Yeah.
All right, so Christina walks away with that skins. This is an ace run, actually. I know you're throwing your Challenger OS, and look at that.
Oof, that's a putt I can't miss. Knock on wood.
Textbook.
That Challenger OS is great. When I throw it hard, it just goes really straight. It's like, Nikki got a little high there. It's pretty.
I think you're the only one that chose a putter.
Yeah, I mean, the putter's going to go straight and not have a lot of play at the end, so if I have the ability to throw it, I do like to.
Like, I love it. You turn me on to it, I'll be honest. What I putt with. Honest. So, Casey here is, looks like maybe a mid. She gets a little late release, and we all seem to hit some trees. So we're all fighting for our life here.
Was that wind in your, like a headwind there? I mean, I see it's very windy, but I can't. It looks like it's swirling.
Yeah, it looks like a headwind.
Like, I mean, it all got kind of caught over to the right, so. Meredith putting.
Yeah, I mean, we're running it, but it looks like we're just laying up.
Well, I could tell that was a run. I don't think you would typically throw it necessarily that hard if you were just wanting to take your par, you know.
Yeah, but we know where you're sitting. Look at us. We're all just watching you.
I was not taking any chances. I was not putting it. I can just reach over and set this in.
So now I have 2 skins, Nikki has 2 skins, and so does Christina. That's a good release from
Oh,
Nikki. Little.
but here you get your righty hole back, you know. There's no OB,
Yeah, it
but
was.
just a
In fact, I
little
do.
bit of dirt.
Oh,
It's pretty far around that corner there. Oh man. And I feel like on this one you kind of have to throw it at that tree. And so you just gotta hope
yeah.
you miss it.
My line was off that day. Look at that.
Great putt.
Casey had she punches through a little bit, a little short.
Yeah, a little flatter that would have made it there. And I'm throwing my meteor for that turnover. Yeah, break
Beautiful,
through.
Christina. Yep. So if I had any chance at all, there I go. Like I
Yeah,
was
that was
still
a good
poking and
chance.
hoping.
Through those trees, you made it through all of them.
Great. Oh
Oh,
my gosh, that looked like center chains.
I feel like if she didn't have to throw it at quite that angle, it would have stuck. It's just she would have needed it to be
Oh,
turned over a little bit more. And I made a putt.
great putt. Great
Woo.
putt for you. So she
I get
takes another skins. Now she is up with 3. All right, so the next one is 8. This is a little tricky one. It does have some OB, kind of a thinner line in the big ditch that ahead of us. You really can't tell from here.
Yeah, and there's
I like my
definitely double
release.
all on the right.
Yeah,
You do not want to
it's
end up in that stuff.
so hard over there.
There's just not
So
really one little line in case he pulls a little to the right.
right.
But she should be safe, I think. Me too.
Late. Nice release.
Perfect line.
I like that. She's not an OB. She's pitching up.
Oh,
Ooh.
a little early on my upshot too, so now I get to hang out in those trees.
Yep. Casey uses her sidearm. Unfortunately, it does not come in like she wants. And we're all really fighting here for.
Yeah, we struggled a bit. I'm not too familiar with the sidearm throw. Like it looked like she kind of dumped it a little bit, but I don't really throw a lot of sidearms, so Nikki put it right under the basket.
Oh wow.
That tree. I was trying to give it a run, but I had a
Yeah, you really did. It looked great.
And then,
Oh my gosh. Oh, I was
putt,
proud of that
putt.
one.
And that putt pushed the skin because Nikki's
It
right
did.
under the basket.
It sure did. All right, so we actually skipped the next holes, the next 3 holes in the back that are kind of wooded, and we went on to hole 12. For us, it is tucked back in there, and the tee pad does not face the basket.
Yes, I was confused about I've never played this course before, and I was kind of like, what is this tee box pointing at? But I just hung my wasp out a little bit too far to the left.
It's very fortunate to be out in the fairway on this hole.
Yeah. I was pretty happy because I definitely could end up in that stuff. You don't want to be in there.
I definitely dug in deep, way deep.
Oh
as
yeah,
you
you were.
It was definitely a poke and hope.
Hole. Was there any hole in there? Or you just kind of throwing
Well,
it?
what you saw, it was like a poke and hope. I'm like, maybe it'll pierce through one of those, but it did not. So now I'm running it, and not enough.
Good run.
Nice putt.
There you go.
And it is a push between you two.
And we both made our 15-foot putts, so we're both feeling pretty on top of the world right there.
So this next hole is actually an elevated hole. I thought a year or so ago. Oh, now we're finishing up the first 9. I forgot that's the first 9. So Thank y'all for joining us. Please catch us over at the back nine. And as you see, it is close, it is exciting, and there's so much more to go.
Thank you.